Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the ScratchRunning podcast, the only competitive browser gaming podcast that's on Scratch. This is the Aftershow one, though. This one, where our motto is create, explore, ideas about, share. Today on the episode, we're going to be talking about some epic new Scratch games. I got Borb Simulator on the front page of Scratch. I'm not sure what's happening, actually. I've opened it and there's a snoring little bird. You know what? Bad content.
May I say this is one of the few times we actually decide to just keep talking after the episode, because God knows it's been a month without seeing these wonderful people or hearing them. I mean, I do see you in this McDonald's wearing, of course.
Yeah, of course. You guys look great today.
It's late. Thank you, by the way. You too. It's late and the McDonald's has already closed its doors.
And the Himalayas.
The lights are out.
Yeah. We're out.
There's
the
Himalayas.
Yeah, I knew we should have picked a McDonald's that's open 24 hours.
Yeah, we're out in the snow now.
Himalayas.
It's like a little cold out.
Yeah, it's a bit chilly.
True.
Whoa, guys, out in the snow. Do you see that?
Well,
out in the
it's
snow.
not Kleinerman again.
No,
Is
it's
it
not.
me?
It's not. No, it's. Hi guys, it's me, Edward. Hello.
OMG Edward, SFT.
What is Edward doing here?
Hello,
Hi, Edward,
I
little
love
guy.
going out in the snow
Hi.
mountains. Hello.
Hi, Edward from Super Fighter Tournament.
Whoa,
I
it's
never thought Edward would sound like this. But
Hello,
Whoa, it's
hello.
Edward.
What do you think? You'd have like a cool. Hey guys, it's me.
Oh,
Hey, it's
my
Edward.
voice did not like that.
You guys doing all right here up in the mountain? Some nice toasty cup of hot cocoa.
Okay, Ark, what do you
That's
want?
what I imagined.
No, he'd be little guy. Hello, do you guys want to have carrot and soup?
I'm saying.
Carrot and soup?
Would you like carrot and soup?
I mean, we
again?
could probably order some McDonald's drive-through if we
No,
all
no, no,
walk
no,
in.
no. Would you like carrot and soup?
I would like carrot and soup.
Here you
if
go,
that is what you
Applewood.
said.
Here you go, Applewood.
Thank you.
Wow,
This is top
That
tier
smells-
content.
That smells delicious. What kind of soup is that? Give it a taste, Nick.
I'm gonna.
Thank you, Edward.
Is that good?
All right. That's just fine. I don't know who is this.
Oh,
Carrot?
no. It's not. And the soup came from a can.
Oh,
Thank you,
Oh.
Edward.
thank you, Edward.
I
You're-
wonder, what's the brand of soup?
It is Campbell soup. Yes,
Good.
Where did you get this from? Why would you bring us this?
I got it from Safeway. I came here on my little sleigh and I said, "Do you want carrot and soup?"
Good, as long as it's not Heinz soup. Because
No,
then
no,
he'll
no.
find us.
This podcast truly is one of the podcasts of
This
all time.
is a podcast.
May I
What the
ask you
hell's
another
Heinz-
Q&A question?
What's
so
Heinz
down.
soup? Yeah, let's get another Q&A question. Ed, do you want to answer any of these too? Yes, yippee.
Here's
Beans and
a question that Ed will not be able to answer.
I'll
So,
try my
I mean-
best.
No, I'm serious. You could not. You could
I'll
not.
do my best, Lord.
Okay, sure. If you
They
could
gave
change one
Robo-
thing about Scratch, editor, website, or forums, what would it
Oh
be?
no!
That's a so-called mid-comment.
I have no
yeah,
idea. I have no idea. You are correct. I can't answer this. No.
I would add Waluigi to Super Fighter 2.
No, be serious, Kieran. Be serious, Kieran.
I think, seriously, like, if there was one thing you could add, like, you
Genuinely
been,
fix
working
the
on a chirpy mod a little.
fix the darn cloud variables. I'm done. I'm so tired. Fix the
Oh my
cloud variables.
god, yes.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
I'm going to explode. I
can't
Oh,
even
don't get
believe
so
we didn't mention
angry.
this on the
No,
main
no.
episode.
How did we not mention
Get
this on the
Edward
main
out of
show?
here!
Okay, goodbye.
Edward, we love you, but you're not good content.
I have
Okay.
5 combo points. On a sword.
Okay, all right, Edward. No, I'm literally like every time I program something, it works logistically.
gun.
It works on Turbo Web. I run it through Scratch, and then they revert the cloud variables to like a different era of human civilization.
Yeah.
Even freaking Overknower, they'll revert the cloud variables to like 2 days after Shale like just redistributed the Somnate, and it still does that. Like it still does that. I don't. I thought we fixed it by like trying to flash the cloud variables, but it stopped working again.
I cannot believe we didn't mention this
tired.
on the main episode because it's so important.
This is
I'm
how
done.
will this affect the Ed Menu trademark's legacy?
I don't even know. Like,
Yes.
I don't even know. Like it used to work so good, and now nothing we have done has changed, but now it doesn't work.
It's just like constantly. I don't even know. Like we've tried so many things with the ad menu. Like make the right now every time you post an emote, the cloud variables show up for a split second because we thought that was the solution. They had to be visible for Scratch to actually realize what is happening. It does not help.
They don't store the
help one
data.
bit.
They store the data in the list. Like if you go click on cloud activity, the data will be there when you click an emote. But then the next person who's on the same project as you, their variable doesn't update with your variable. They might as well be local variables.
Yep.
Nothing is real anymore.
It's so frustrating, and I don't even know. Like, I'm so sorry to the people who like post emotes, and especially like the premium emotes.
Yeah, like
and
the
stuff.
premium
I just
emotes
wish...
is so frustrating. It's like we
Maybe it's just time. Like, I think you mentioned this once, Claps, that we make a website that is like just made for the ScratchRunning podcast, and we just link to that website whenever we release an episode.
It just has
that
improved
website,
like emote features,
right?
And we can link
Exactly.
to all our stuff there. And
That's so cool.
Doesn't even have to have a chat. I don't care. It can be like Scratch, fine for Scratch. I really don't care. The point is that do we have to start to make people watch the podcast on Turbo Warp? How silly is that?
That would be messed up.
And well, in that point, you don't even have the usernames tied to the unique emotes anymore. Like,
Oh no! Oh goodness, you're right.
Oh yeah, anyone.
Yeah,
Shimmers. You could shimmers.
I'm genuinely just frustrated. It's like the only way to use cloud variables now is to use them in the most laggy way that Scratch is trying to stop people from doing, which is to basically like randomly set the variables every 10th of a second, and then people detect the changes and then store that information, and then you got like a million people flicking the variables on and off and on and off. But you can't store long-term memory doing that. You can't store like high scores. You can't store just like people placing down like a block or some fun thing.
I seriously have no idea how Monster Melee or Griff Patch's Terraria or really anything works.
They have to do this random variable method because long-term storage isn't consistent.
Here is my conspiracy theory once more. Do you think through Griffpatch granting the power of good cloud to every person out there,
every user
through his amazing tutorials, I have to add, they are
great
really good.
Tutorial.
But do you think now that people have like gotten the forbidden fruit, they make too many cloud variables and the server is so strained that it takes, we suffer from that.
Absolutely.
We who want to store data for a long time, we suffer from that. Do you think that is the case?
Yes, and I have like, here's my solution. Okay, I have a couple things. Stop letting people
fucking up.
I guess this is YouTube.
This is an after show. Fine.
Get real.
People should not be
Fuck
able to
Nintendo.
post gigabyte projects that have like a gazillion sound files. Like as much as I am like you can make let people make cool stuff. Like people being able to post just raw audio files over and over and over again.
Yeah.
I think that there should be a limit, and the limit doesn't need to be like small, but I think they first need to limit the size of projects so they can start saving space. Yeah. And then they need to
they need to compress audio because that's what seems to be causing things to crash.
Yeah, do better. Like they can do. There are better compression methods that they are not using.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
And is there a memory leak? Because like, there's no way a project should be loaded into RAM.
Yeah, but it is.
Yes.
Oh boy. Uncap the JSON size. JSON doesn't need to be 5 megabytes.
Just
if that is a thing. Have you seen the thing I posted recently where I like read something about? I probably won't be able to find it right now, but I found something about the limitations of some Turbo Warp extension, and in there they mentioned something about like websites not being able to load more than like 5 megabytes of. I don't know what it was. I don't have the exact. Maybe I can.
Yeah, but it can be true because on like you can load web games on other sites that are like way bigger.
No, but it's like
have you played Champion Island?
But is that like, I think it's about the data that is changed constantly, because the downloading is one thing when you just it's not RAM, I believe, but it's like stuff that can be changed constantly.
So it's because Scratch is uncompiled?
Possibly, yeah. I don't know, like maybe somebody who knows more about this than I do can chime in here, but I believe there is something preventing websites or the browser in itself getting more than 5 megabytes of a changeable JSON file, and that sucks, honestly.
Yeah,
I wish it wasn't the case.
That's gotta be something that can be improved someday. They can't be like a forever limitation as computers get better and better, that you can only like edit 5 megabyte files when you can easily like edit the huge assets and stuff.
Yeah, maybe the solution is literally just like compiling it the way Turbo Warp does. And why does Scratch not do it? Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, you can edit a Turbo Warp project while it's running.
This is these podcasts where we can be unhinged on the YouTubes. I think they just turn into me being angry about the decisions Scratch makes, or rather the ones they do not make.
Yeah, I can say fuck Scratch on not Scratch.
Right. The thing, like, the more I keep using, the more I use Turbo Warp, the more I use Scratch add-ons, etc., etc. It just makes me think how, like, whenever I go back to vanilla Scratch for whatever reason on some other computer, I'm just like, what is Scratch Team doing? It is of no harm to them to add any of these, like, quality of life features.
Mamma mia.
Claps has to go early, but
see ya. Have fun.
we will see you soon. Bye-bye. So it's just Kieran and me now. Hello. Here's my question to you, Kieran. May I ask you one of the things Game Dev Pal asked us in the Q&A? Because I think these are nice questions to ask us too. Because one of the questions is, what was all of you guys' favorite episode to record? And we both have been in every episode so far.
To record, I think it might have been 41, maybe 28.
Hold on. 41 was, let me get it up here.
It was tropes and memes. It was all with Asher.
Yes.
Asher's my dude.
Yeah, that was
like,
can
we be real? Asher's the coolest motherfucker in the server.
He's a very cool dude, indeed. Shout out to Asher at this point. What was the other one you said? 18?
28.
28. See, today I really have it with the 18. I don't know. 28 was Frightful Encounter. It's always always the October episodes.
Yeah.
That get me hyped. And
it's always the Shalebridge episodes.
That's true. I think,
like, you had to be there when Shalebridge told the funny story.
When he said you should get a girlfriend.
He turned to me and he said, "You should get a girlfriend." And then he just drives off. You had to be there.
Like, I gotta add to that. I think not only like a Shalebridge episode is cool by itself, but because we had Shalebridge on episode 44 again, and
that's good.
It does feel different when it's a Shalebridge episode and also an October episode. You feel like there's so much like fuel for good stuff to to talk about, or funny stories to be had.
Shale's a funny guy.
That's true.
And also kind of a spooky guy, I think.
It's the funny spook. I think Shale has such a great, like, sarcastic voice,
he's perfect for this podcast. We got a comment at SRcast episode 44 that just says, "My favorite part is when the star talks."
and
which of us is the star?
I'm pretty sure it's Shale. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, Kieran.
Clabs. Are you the star, Clabs?
You know who the real star is?
The real star?
It's Glorpo.
It's Glorpo. The best character in Shloopy and Friends.
So true. Glorpo,
actually, it might be Glingy.
It might be Glingy.
Yeah.
I'm not sure yet.
Shloopy is like... Having Shloopy as your favorite Shloopy and Friends character is kind of like picking Mario in Mario Kart.
It's kind of like being a Coldplay fan. If I may.
I heard a Shloopy on the radio. Like, okay, real talk. I haven't listened to the radio or watched TV willingly in years. What am I missing out?
Brother. Nothing. I mean, I wouldn't know is the other answer. But a radio, I every now and then, like, your radio for some reason is like something you cannot escape, at least to me personally.
Radios in the car and in shops and at work.
Yeah.
There's radios everywhere. You can put some headphones on and maybe block it out, but also maybe not.
That's true. And TV is, I think, honestly, for the last 3 years, I have not, like, willingly watched TV. Just, like, randomly, maybe when I was at somebody else's place. And I don't miss it one bit. I think TV is,
TV,
like,
is over.
Is over. It's over. I think we're slowly starting to get to the point where YouTube ads are becoming as annoying as TV ads, because sometimes the ads on YouTube videos are longer than the videos themselves.
This is true. But at least we have browser extensions. That's true. There's no browser extension for TV.
That is true. But on my phone here, we have the other problem. I can't, like, I'm not, God knows I'm not paying for YouTube Red or whatever it's called, Premium.
Yeah.
And maybe it's the, like, even if I don't get bombarded with YouTube ads, it's more the thing that ads are, like, creeping into whatever.
Yeah.
Like, they're not as in your face anymore as they were. Like when you're scrolling through whatever, there's just ads. Yeah, there's ads everywhere, but that's just the world. Ads. It's probably how most,
it is what it is.
That's how they pay their bills.
Oh yeah, speaking of ads, shout out to you guys that are listening to this episode early. You guys are the coolest.
Shout out to the early listeners, to the pre-show listeners. Which still doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But...
You guys have as much idea as I do what I just talked about on the SRcast.
Here's another question from Game Dev Pal. So we had the question, what was our favorite episode to record? I also agree Halloween episodes were amazing. If you were to record with any creator on Earth, what YouTube, Twitch, Scratch, etc., who would it be? Do you think there's one, like, person on Scratch we've been missing this whole time and never got around to talk?
We always joke about getting Griff Patch onto ScratchRunning.
True.
We don't usually joke about getting the updater into ScratchRunning.
Ah, yes. Or the Chaotic is someone we also
the Chaotic
wanted to.
Yeah, that would go kind of hard.
Yeah. Griffpatch, I believe a few years ago we were like very close to actually. I don't know. Griffpatch has to.
We did ask him, and we did get a response.
Yeah, which was no.
Yeah.
Respectfully, but I believe if we would have had the chance at any point, it would have been then when we also got the comment from him and whatnot.
True.
But things are the way they are. I think Griffpatch has better things to do.
Yeah, he's a real YouTuber now.
That's true. And I don't know if we have anybody else that really love to talk to. Like on YouTube especially, I don't think there's a lot of like we have our space on Scratch and that's cool.
Yeah.
the people we interact with probably like.
I do kind of want to get on that TTT server in Simple Fix videos.
Nice.
TTT with the void.
What is TTT?
Trouble in Terrorist Town.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
yes.
You've heard of it.
I haven't heard of that in a while for some reason. I don't know why. It's still a big thing, probably, right?
I played Among Us at Insomnia 71, and I just tried to be a funny guy. I didn't even play the game. There was one round where I got imposter, didn't do anything, let them win on tasks, and then after, they asked, "So who was the other imposter?" Because they never figured it out. They didn't not see me on the victory screen. So I just started saying, "It was you." Even though I was the imposter, I ended up convincing them that there was no imposter. And
That's
they could
a real
just...
imposter.
Yeah. I just hid for the whole game and did my tasks like a crewmate. I'm playing the post-game game. That's how you know I'm a funny guy.
Have you seen the new map in
Oh yeah, they announced it in the Nintendo Direct.
Yeah. Not that I'm playing a lot of Among Us. I'm really not.
The fungus Among Us.
Last question before we end this after show, maybe. How did each one of you get your current usernames? I mean, that's pretty simple, Kieran, right?
Yeah, it's my Minecraft username.
Yeah, but also like it's Kieran, Jarvis.
258 is just some numbers.
Oh, you just smack your keyboard and that's what came out.
Yep.
Interesting.
Drew a line up the numpad.
I'm gonna be honest. I really don't. Oh yeah, that's true. 250. No, Absolute, I really don't know. I was too young to really remember why I picked this. I just had to find some name for my YouTube channel that back then made Lego stop motion videos. And
crazy if true.
It is true. I don't know if you can find them. Probably not.
Probably not.
It's like, I want to say 12 years, but it's probably more the case that I was 12 years old, and so it's been even longer.
Wow, Schloopy. Dude, can you believe they didn't announce Super Mario Maker 3 on the Nintendo Direct?
This Direct in general had a lot of stuff missing, in my opinion. Although, Super Mario Maker 3, hear me out. They're gonna take the chance to make it Super Mario Maker 3D, where you can like make a 3D world, an actual 3D, not like 2.5D. I think that's what's gonna happen. Mark my words.
I really hope Keiz and Manuar finishes Super Mario Maker 3, so then we can all play it, the Super Mario Maker 3 game on the Nintendo Switch system.
Have you heard that? What was that? Game Builder Garage? It was called.
Oh yeah, that was a game.
Such a cool game, or like, a tool rather.
Yeah.
To make games, and that entire game had no like really good way to find new games. All you could do is just type in the code you got from somebody.
Yeah, you really can't.
And that's really a crime, in my opinion.
I'd be so down to play random people's games.
I think first we got to play some Jerry Lawson games that people have sent us.
True.
People have sent us Jerry Lawson games.
Send us your Jerry Lawson levels in the comments.
And people liked our Jerry Lawson stuff on YouTube for some
those
reason.
Those were levels I took off the Discord server. So that really was me just picking random people.
Yeah. And if you ever have more of those, let me know.
I'm so down.
And until then, maybe this is the after show for now. We hope you enjoyed.
Yeah. Wave 6 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass DLC for the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe game on the Nintendo Switch system.
Do you have the extra courses? Do you even play Mario Kart that much?
I don't play it that much. I'm not one of those crazy 90k rating online racers, but I do have the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass DLC for the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe game.
And Knuckles.
For the Nintendo Switch family of systems.
Nice.
Why did Nintendo Direct people talk like that? Is it a Japanese thing?
I really don't know. In general, I find it so weird that there's like one guy that does the announcements for everything.
Yeah.
Just makes it less interesting.
He's just the one guy that does the voiceovers for everyone.
Find out what you can do in this new RPG adventure. I don't know.
Nintendo Switch has games.
Here's about 10 of them, and I'm gonna talk about them in this way.
In this Nintendo Direct's presentation.
Yeah.
Let's go. We should do a ScratchRunning Direct.
We should. Next time. But for now...
Would Kieran dub over Nick speaking in German?
I want you to do a
Nick dub over Kieran speaking English? Find out at the ScratchRunning Direct.
Have a good one, everybody. And
have a good one. Thank you to the patrons. Do it.
Thank you to the patrons, and the recording has now concluded.
Boop, beep, boop.
Beep, boop, beep.